everybody, I'm Dutch and camping season is upon us, and one thing that's very important is keeping your food protected from bears. So food is important when you're out there hiking. So some places you need to have a bear canister, and that's going to protect your food from bears, but when you can get away with an Ursack, you're going to save a lot of weight. And also those Ursacks, they pack down a lot smaller than a bear canister. So we have 3 different sizes here, and these things have Kevlar in them. They are very bear resistant. You can also, what I like to do with these is I just tie it to a tree limb that's very close to me. That way I don't have to have the hassle of using a bear rope. But when I do use a bear rope, we have the bear rope and bag. It's a high visibility bag. We made it so that there's 50 foot of zinget in here. There's a little carabiner. The carabiner is spliced on. And we made it so that the line that you're using for your bear rope is also the drawstring. If you want to, you can add the PCT toggle. And the PCT toggle is going to work by going and you loop this through the cinch. Is made so that you can put this any place, and what it is going to do is it's going to hold the toggle so it is perpendicular to the rope as such. So in doing that, you're going to need a food bag. I like to use Dyema. We have 2 different sizes. These are dry bags, and well, these things are fantastic for keeping your food dry and then elevated. So here's a smaller one. This would be good for an overnighter. You'll see that we got a good square bottom on here. These things are waterproof because they are dry bags. So we put Omni tape here on the top. We have Dyema pull tabs. You're going to see that we really sealed the side seam. And then we also put on a side release buckle on here. This holds about 1 day's worth of food for me. I need something bigger if I'm going multi-day. So we have the large food bag. So one thing this will not do is keep odor down. So if you want to keep the bears from being interested in what you have, there is the OpSack. So these things supposedly totally keep any odor away from bears being able to smell your food. We have 2 different sizes on this, and I've used these things. They are fantastic. You can store the more smelly items. So one of my favorite things is the bowl bag. And the bowl bag is a high temperature food safe bag. It has a double seal. It has a tear strip so that you can hot seal this and then you're able to tear it. You're going to be able to prepare your food in here. And one of the things really nice about this is it's going to open up like a bag. You can reuse these, but we put it this way versus this way. That way you don't need a long handled spoon. You eat right out of these. You rehydrate your food. And the reason it is a bowl bag is because it opens up like a bowl. What's really important about this, and this is what you're going to find different than many of the other freeze-dried foods that are out there, is the way we did the corners. We totally sealed them shut. So this really highlights that. This is coffee in here, but you see how you don't have any place here for your dehydrated food. And I'm sure everyone has experienced this if you've done a dehydrated or freeze-dried food, where you go and you get down to the bottom and you wonder where all the flavor is. Well, the flavor is in these pleats that are in here, and we made it so those pleats are non-existent. It is very easy to mix the food up in here. So like I said, this is a high temperature food safe bag. You can put boiling water in these, certainly no problem to rehydrate your meal. And then they are reusable, so it's very important for the environment. You just pack them back out, they weigh very little, and you can use them for the next trip. Along with that, we have the bowl bag bivy. So this is a ClimaShield bivy sack for your bowl bag, and it is going to make it so that when you heat up your food, it is going to stay warm longer, and also it's going to hydrate quicker. So you're able to eat right out of this. We made the outside of this sill. That way, if you spill a little bit of sauce on here, it'll wipe off and stay completely clean. So that is the bowl bag bivvy. And then you need to eat your food. So Vargo, they're great friends of ours, and we have some sporks, and we have these 3 different colors. And who doesn't need a spork these days? So that is going to be our great camping gear that's needed for cooking for this year. Thank you, everybody.